Hey guys, malatos here. I have two things to tell you before the video starts. First of all, thank you for 1k subscribers, and second of all, what you're about to watch is very disturbing in terms of videos. I didn't think I had to make a video about that person, and yeah, proceed with caution because uh, I found three channels who dated from like a year ago why he had that behavior, so just be careful about it. At first I thought it was just a joke, a wee little thief to bite, a catchphrase, a harmless obsession with, one very specific national building. But then I started noticing how often he kept coming back to the same thing. And at that point it was already strange, but well, strange is not enough because jokes can stay in branding, they can stay in titles, they can stay in comments. They do not usually escalate into footage on the other hand, and that's where everything kinda changed about him. Because once I saw the clip, once I had actual video proof of DinBenZo going out of his ways to harass dispensers, she stopped looking like a running gag and it started looking kind of like a pattern, a repeated, targeted, and deeply concerning pattern of dispenser related behavior. And the more I looked, the worse it got. So if this was, only one reference, you could ignore it. If it was just, one joke in one video, yeah, fine, definitely. But it was just one old meme. Fine, I guess, but it's not. The same phrase kept turning up across DinBenZo public presence. On his YouTube branding, on his shorts, and like that's what makes it unsettling because normal creators build, a brand around a game, sometimes around a class, a style, but for DinBenZo, the reason it's still not fully understood, and he appears to have built his around the urgent need to assert that someone, somewhere, place a dispenser or overhaul about dispensers in general. And well, I want to be fair, like at that stage, maybe there are still innocent explanations. It could be a bit, it could be some irony, but yeah, I don't know. Like the amount of dispenser-centered behavior is a bit weird. And then I check the comments, and there is a long comment trace actually. So that's where the case start to also become difficult to dismiss. Because once the same theme kept showing up under my own videos, it stopped feeling random. There is also another and another, and after a while I think you also have to ask yourself the questions that nobody want to ask. How many related dispenser incidents does it take before we admit that this may no longer be a joke? Because at that point, the public pattern kinda is already here. Here have his dispenser branding, the artwork of some dispensers, the shorts. Like, yes, it feels like compulsion to me. Not necessarily an aggressive one. As for dangerous, I don't know, but maybe. It's a very specific kind of compulsion, definitely. It's that make a man see a dispenser and decide to consciously, or otherwise that he must make it everyone else's problem. And there is some footage. So, yeah, I don't know very much what to say. Like, comments can be explained away, the branding can just be some sort of joke, the short title can be some irony, but some video proof on servers that is doing stuff to dispensers. I don't know. I think at that point I'm no longer asking whether the obsession is real. I'm asking how long it has been happening, for how many dispensers have suffered in silence about it, how many engineering mains looked away, too afraid to speak, how deep this actually go. And I think that because I don't really have the answer, all I can say is happy April Fool Day, and have a great one, guys.